Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Round High School's first Symphonic Orchestra and Symphonic Band Concerts of the Year. My name is Mark Fosh, one of our assistant principals here, and I want to thank you all for taking the time out of your evening to come support our music program. I'd like to direct your attention to a couple spots in the program. The first is inside you see a QR code that, if you scan that, can lead you to our auditorium concert and audience tips. Along the back, you're going to see here our upcoming list of concerts and events we'd love for you to attend. I'm going to invite Ms. Merle to come out and get going with our Symphonic Orchestra.
Good evening. Thank you so much for being here tonight. A couple of quick things for me to say, if you will bear with me. Thank you to our administration, our lovely sound crew, our custodians for their support, all their hard work to get the stage ready for today and for our concerts to be as successful as they are. Thank you, parents. This is not possible without you and your encouragement and your patience, and we appreciate your support, and we thank you for it, and we hope that this is a good reward for all the years you have put into driving them to orchestra lessons back and forth. Tonight you've heard the Symphonic Orchestra perform some extremely challenging literature. This group excelled last year, and we made the decision to continue to build on it this year, and I'm incredibly proud of them and the work they have put into it. We started at a level 4, which is very challenging for us. The highest level I've ever started this group with. And I hope you'll excuse a few perhaps wrong notes or a few squeaks, because at the beginning of the year, we couldn't even shift to 7th position or play the syncopated rhythms. And I am just incredibly proud, and I hope you celebrate with me the success that they have had, especially in that first piece, because it was remarkably challenging, and I am one very, very proud teacher. So congratulations. When we are done with our portion of the performance, I'm going to ask you to, I'm sorry, some of my other students are all staring at me. Hi guys. Bear with us, we're going to get our yearbook photo taken very quickly. Then we will do a changeover to band. They will get their yearbook photo taken, and we will carry on with the concert. So here's our final piece for the evening, Beyond the Veil.
So I'm afraid to say that band directors tend to talk a little bit more than string directors do, mainly because we have to buy time for our percussion to set up for the next piece. So I appreciate your patience with that as well. So tonight is all about storytelling through music, and the last piece you just heard is actually two movements of a bigger piece. And the story from the battle is when Bonnie Prince Charlie attacked the English, let's see if I say this right, Preston Pause. And at the end, the Scots rejoice from his winning for the dancing at the end. Our next piece is actually another little bit of storytelling. Waiting on a Miracle from Encanto is actually a really beautiful story about waiting for the miracle of being recognized that it's okay to just be yourself and to not have special powers in the family madrigal. And it's just a lovely piece, but what we learned from it actually has more to do with feeling a specific meter and being able to listen for the melody and work on balance issues that we might have because of our unique instrumentation. So it's quiet back there, so I think they're ready. Very close. Okay, so this is Waiting for a Miracle. For the meaning of the word kodama. It can be anything from a wood sprite or a wood spirit to an echo in Japanese culture. And this is, I just wanted to take a moment to read the composer's intention with you so that you have an idea of exactly what to listen for and what we're working on here. In this work, Jeremy Bell wanted to create a feeling of serenity that imbues a sense of respect towards nature. For that, he researched and listened to a lot of traditional Japanese music and tried to adapt that for concert band instrumentation. As a result, Kodama predominantly uses versions of the pentatonic scale, so based on 5 notes, that are characteristic to Japanese music. With kodamas being forest spirits, the piece uses the woodwinds for the melodic material and the kind of airy or breathy wood-sounding percussion extensively, while the brass forms a warm foundation. Since one interpretation of kodama is also echo, a lot of the material is repeated throughout. It is often a lot more challenging for younger groups to play slow and sweet and melodic material, and this just lent itself very well and created a lot of opportunities for a lot of independence within the group to put together something really beautiful. And they're quiet again, so they must be ready. And our soloists featured this evening are Olivia Mira and Andrew Scully. So I said tonight is a little bit about storytelling, and so our last piece has been so much fun for us to put together. A Christmas Tale is not about Santa or St. Nicholas or any of that. It's actually about sort of St. Nicholas's alter ego, who on December 5th, the day before the Feast of St. Nicholas, comes around to punish all the bad children. And so we thought it might be fun to put this together kind of between Halloween and Christmas. A little tongue-in-cheek, a little fun with this one. We have 4 narrators this evening that will be Damian Briggs, Torin Yale, Derek Smith, and Andrew Scully. And I think we're very close. The best part about doing this was we were able to have so many different, very musical reactions and things we could do to make the story more interesting. So this is A Christmas Tale, Beware the Krampus by Randall Standridge.
Been a good child on Christmas you find the toys and the gifts that St. Nick left behind. When you've been a bad child, St. Nick will be there. Instead comes the Krampus, and then child beware.
Christmas Eve, Krampus will come to your room with his horns and his switch and his eyes full of doom. He'll click his black claws and he'll comb his dark mane, and he'll laugh and he'll scream as he rattles his chains.
St. Nick left behind. But if you've been bad, child, St. Nick won't be there. Instead comes the Krampus, and then, child, beware!
Thank you so much for all of your support. I echo everything that Ms. Merle said. Without everything that happens here in and outside of the school, we wouldn't have such a great program, and it wouldn't be such a pleasure to work with these amazing young students. So I'm going to ask you to be just a little bit more patient as our percussionists get our equipment back into the room to lighten the load a little bit for our custodial staff. But thank you so much, and I hope you enjoy the concert season coming up. Thanks again.